What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. Today we're talking about Lizzo. And last month we talked about her and the failed Instagram message with Captain America. You know, we talked about all of that. And it seems that after being rejected from Chris Evans and that admission of guilt, Lizzo has gotten over him quite fast. Okay, now she had absolutely no chance with Mr. Evans, but she's just taken herself to a romantic getaway. Okay. And according to Media Takeout, this was on a secluded private island. Now I'm going to play in the background the video that was posted on Lizzo's Instagram. And if you can see, she blurred the image of this particular man who was in the sea with her, or in the ocean. And he appears to be a black man with dreads, muscular, okay? And let's just be frank, this is not the type of guy that you would assume Lizzo would be with, okay? I'm gonna say that because why? She's always claiming body positivity. She's always saying that, you know, it's unfair how women are forced to look and that big women deserve to be sexy too, and all of this. But as you can see here clearly, Lizzo is not attracted to fat men. What she wants is a very athletic, muscular, attractive man, while she gets to stay the same way that she is. Now, we all know that Lizzo's quite popular, so we're not gonna discount that. And whoever this young man is, he's a young man that has, you know, obviously no money in comparison to her, no fame in comparison to her. If Lizzo is to mess with a man like this, she'll be paying his bills, okay? He can't afford no secluded island, I'm pretty sure. And if he could, he wouldn't take her. That is what Lizzo is going to be relegated to. And while she has no problem doing that, the real issue behind Lizzo's body positivity is, why is it that some man that's like Captain America, Chris Evans, or, you know, some famous basketball player, why is it that she can't get one of those guys? That's the real problem, okay? But I want to come back to the entitlement that many men are complaining about, just say on the local level, okay? We can start with Kevin Samuels' call-in show. I like to reference that a lot. When you hear people call in the Kevin Samuels show, what are you hearing? You're hearing women who are in very complicated situations, women who are over 35, women who have children, women who are size 16, size 18, size 20, demanding men who are nothing like them, demanding men and actually making sure that those men have a lot of money, those men have everything, those men are good looking, those men are, you know, all the things that these women are typically not. You can see it in their face, you can see it in their body type when they're on the screen with Kevin Samuels, okay? We as men also see this where? On dating apps, okay? We see it quite frequently on dating apps. We see it on the Hit the Wall series that I have. Women who are 40, women who are who have 5 or 6 or 7 kids, women who are not earning a lot, women who even work at Target or Walmart, you know, jobs that are very menial as far as salaries are concerned. And they are demanding that men have their stuff together and men have this and have that. Meanwhile, if you are to tell women that, well, maybe you're not in shape enough, maybe it's past your time, maybe you have too many children, The reality is people start to call you mean, okay? The reality is that people start to call you a woman hater, okay? How dare you check the entitlement of women? It doesn't matter how nice you say it. It doesn't matter, you know, if you're being very honest about it, if you're trying to do it in a nice way. It comes off that you don't like women. You're a misogynist. However, it is not misandrist for a woman Lizzo's size to go out and then demand that you like her for her. But she go out and get a man who was in shape, a man who takes care of himself. But that man should like her, although it appears she does not. That's not being misandrist, though. That's not being unequivocal. It's only misandrist. It's only a misogynist if you say that. But women can do whatever they want. And this is where we're at with Lizzo. You don't want to work out. You don't want to look good for the opposite sex in the way that the guys that you want would feel that you should look. Let's just be honest. You wouldn't date a guy like Chris Evans, Carl Anthony Towns, and I've talked about this before. We know what kind of women they're interested in. Those women don't look nothing like Lizzo. If you tell Lizzo that, then you're hating on body positive women. But clearly, Lizzo doesn't have a problem for the men that she desires. Okay? She doesn't desire men who look like her. She doesn't desire fat men, overweight men, men who don't care about their appearance. And this is what men are dealing with in America, not only with women who are body positive and want men to be in shape. We're also dealing with women who are broke and want men that have big money. We're also dealing with women who have children and want men that don't have kids. This is something that also happens in the black community. You have many times women say, I don't want to deal with a man that has kids because I don't want to deal with baby mama issues. But you have 2 or 3 crazy ass baby daddies. You see? It's totally okay for her to bring her kids to the table. But you better not have no baby mamas. Okay? You need to own your own home where you're living while she's living at home with her parents. And possibly living with her parents and her baby daddy. You know? Like, that's the issue. They can make any sort of demands on men. And it's supposed to be totally okay. And if you're smart enough to challenge that and says, you know what, hey, this doesn't make sense, you're automatically a misogynist. But then you see the hypocrisy all the time. When people in the body positive movement are dating men who are in shape, they want to date men that are working out, and it's one-sided. And then you wonder why it's going to be hard for a lot of times for men and women to come together in America, to come to the table, because the only way you can come to the table with women in society today, unless you come to a table that's uneven, it's one-sided. There is no sharing of values, or there is no compromise in this. It's just one way. It needs to be one way. And unfortunately, that's not how it's going to work. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first comment at the top, check out the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.